Lord's 48th annual Passover.
Sunday, April 9th at sundown.
$100 per person or $100 per family. Dragon Community Center, Co-op City, the Boogie Down Bronx, New York.
177 Jars of Loot, Bronx, New York. 10475.
$100 per person or per family. Send your funds in today, no excuses.
Down from $150 thanks to Commander General Yohana. He pay your way, pay for somebody else's. Send in your funds today, no excuses.
The Lord's 48th annual Passover.
Sunday, April 9th at sundown.
$100 per person or $100 per family. Dragon Community Center, Co-op City, the Boogie Down Bronx, New York.
This must be true. It is almost impossible to see our way out of this captivity under the white man. And it would take a God to deliver us out of it. So my question to the planet earth is simply this. If the story of the Bible and the Exodus when Moses was real, then the coming of Jesus Christ to deliver black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people out of America must be real.
I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me.
Shalom. Shalom. We are the Isupk coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And today's topic is going to be World War III and what is going to happen to the white man towards the end of this World War III. That's right. Because the white man has caused beef with every nation, and Donald Trump, he's going to be the type that he's probably not going to back down from any nation. He's going to be one of the tools that's going to be used to start to drive the nation of Edom into their lower state. He's going to come and he's going to push these policies, and and all of this stuff is going to fall up on the heads of the nation that comes from Esau. Now, as we go into Isaiah, the 34th chapter here, this is how this stuff is really going to start to unfold once the hammer really starts to drop upon them. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1.
Yeah, but I'm about to have the truth read there.
Yes, World War III is definitely coming and getting ready to crack off. This stuff is, all the nations are stirred up right now. And Donald Trump is going to wreak havoc upon everybody. Not just him by himself, but all the whole nation together. He's the face of what it is that they're doing. And what's going to eventually happen is, what's eventually going to happen is everybody that they've had beef with is going to turn upon them.
That's
everybody
right.
That they went into confederacy with to help to destroy the children of Israel, now the ball is going to drop on them now. That's right. Isaiah 34 and verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 34 verse 1. Come near, ye nations.
The Lord said, come near, ye nations. The Lord is calling these nations down to his land. He's calling these, that's why you see all this stuff going on in the news concerning Israel. That's why the Lord's saying, come near. The Lord's saying, come on, bring it. The Lord's calling all of these nations, and they can't resist the call. They can't resist the temptation to come down. Go ahead.
To hear and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein.
The Lord wants the whole earth to hear this right here. Go ahead.
the world and all things that come forth of it. Verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
The indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. You know, so with this being said right here, you know, anybody that's talking about, you know, all nations being saved and all of that, that's a load of garbage according to the scripture right here, because the Lord is angry with all the nations. Go ahead.
And his fury upon all their armies.
And his fury is upon all their armies. So I don't see how a person can sit there and join any branch of the military and be in the truth at the same time, when the Lord said that his indignation is upon all armies. I ain't gonna say not in the truth, but claiming to be in the truth. Because if they was in the Isupk, then they wouldn't be in all of that. But I don't see how anybody can claim to believe, you know, what the scriptures say, you know, about the judgment that's going to come up on Edom, but then at the same time encourage others to join his army. When the Lord says, plain as day, that his fury is upon all their armies, all the armies of the nations of the world. Go ahead.
He hath utterly destroyed them.
Utterly destroyed them means the Lord's going to break all the power that they have. Utterly destroy the whole constitution, their value system, and all of that. That's right. Go ahead.
He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Says he hath delivered them to the slaughter. The Lord has delivered the nations to devour up each other. The mighty nations to devour up the nations that's not quite as strong. Sometimes the Lord will take a nation that seems like it's not quite as strong and use that to bring down a great and powerful nation. But regardless, all the nations are going to fight each other. And the bloodshed and the death toll is going to be many, very many. Go ahead.
Verse 3, their slain also shall be cast out.
So the slain shall be cast out. Go ahead.
And their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Means the dead is going to be laid out with nobody to bury them. It's going to be so many that there's not even going to be enough buriers to even scoop them all up. They're going to be left to the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. And they're going to be left there, a lot of them's going to be left to rot. And the Lord's going to use them as a sign of what happens when when nations come up against the Lord and his people. The Lord's going to leave them as a sign to be seen by all. That's why it talks about when they're stinking, their carcasses shall come up. Go ahead.
And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
The mountains are going to be melted with the blood of people. Also, the powerful kingdoms and governments on the earth is just going to have their slain. It's just going to be blood all out in the streets. Because the Lord has a controversy with all the nations that helped to destroy his people. That sat there and that robbed Jerusalem. That sat there and make a spoil off of his people and blaspheme his name. And make a mockery of him. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. This right here is talking about thermonuclear destruction. The mushroom clouds. Rolling the heavens up. Dissolving the heavens. Go ahead.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
These nations are going to be firing missiles left and right. The nuclear war. And once one button gets pushed, then there's going to be many buttons coming to be pushed after that.
And if I could, just recently in the news, North Korea fired a test missile at Japan. Basically, provocation. Japan called it provocation. Basically, they shot a missile and it landed in the water. But you don't shoot a missile and just land in the water for no reason.
Right. You
shoot a missile and put 25% of your fuel in it. So then you see how much distance it covered with 25%. And then that lets you know how much it's going to cover when you put all the fuel in it, 100%. Right. If it only get 25 miles, then you know it's going to reach 100 miles when fully fueled. You see what I'm saying? That's what that was. And that's why it's such a big deal. You think, oh, well, he shot a missile into the water. Look at the direction. First, it pointed in the direction of Japan, and that's a provocation. That's a military, basically a military training.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Which is a serious issue, especially for North Korea, which is a country that got enemies on every side in that area. North Korea's enemies with South Korea, its neighbors. China is at uneasy terms. It does deals with China, but at the same time, it can't do too many open deals with China because that would be a disrespect to America. China has allegiance openly to America as France.
Right.
So for them to do open deals with Korea, but they do deals all day.
Yeah.
They do deals all day. They're the same family. They running trucks and doing commerce and everything just under the table. You see what I'm saying? You think black folks are the only ones who do stuff under the table. You think we're the only ones, oh, I put a little extra on my taxes, so I file my tax, and I put a little extra juice on it. We ain't the only ones, the nations do that 10 times more and better than us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They doing all type of things on their tax returns. Best believe you think your little measly couple thousand is comparing on your tax return. Now these nations is writing off $200,000 on their tax return that they ain't never did nothing with. They say they donated $200,000. They just know it's to another nation of theirs, so he's gonna cover for them and say, yeah, he donated $200,000. And then guess what? The government gives them $200,000 in the tax write-off for their business or organization. That's $200,000 right there. And if they don't get that much, they'll get it back. You get $5,000 back from the government, thinking you winning.
Yeah.
That's your real money. These nations, they get $100,000 back from the government, and that's all profit.
Right.
That ain't their real money that they paid into anything. So these nations is getting down right now. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on, an ongoing turmoil. The scriptures say the Lord is a man of war. So there's war on every side. So this what the brother bringing out is extra heavy. These wars, these missiles, the missiles is the culmination of all these smaller things, like what's they call provocations. That's what they call them now. These smaller provocations going to end up with a real missile landing on something for real.
Yes.
Just like that plane that got shot down by America, the Russian jet about a year ago got shot down. It all was playing games and war games for a while. Then eventually one of the missiles really hit and killed one of their jet pilots. They ain't forgot about that.
Right.
None of these nations forgot about that stuff. Black folks will forget real quick.
Right.
We forget all about the brother that was killed yesterday by the police and the white man. Be ready to forgive him. These nations don't operate like we do.
No. They actually value their people.
Yeah.
Yeah, these nations, they value their own. And when you do something to theirs, they're going to take revenge. They're not going to forget it. They have to wait 50 years for the revenge. They're going to wait. Until the time is right. And see, what's happening right now is the time is getting ready to be right for the white man to be judged. For him to sit down for these other nations to take vengeance out upon him. The time is ready to be right. Okay, go ahead.
True.
Slack. And all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine.
All their hosts shall fall down. All of the pride of the white man is.
Yeah, just
All the pride of the white man and all his peoples, all of his high up generals, his high up chiefs are going to fall. They're going to fall, and they're going to fall hard.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And as a falling fig from the fig tree.
There's a fallen fig from the fig tree. When the time to where the figs are overripe and they falling off, that's how the host of heaven, which is the host of the white man, because this is his heaven right now. And all of his armies are going to fall. These other nations are going to come up against him hardcore. The Lord's going to bring these nations against him, and he's not going to be able to pacify them like he can do us. They're not going to play no games. They're going to come at his neck. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
The Lord said his sword is going to be bathed in heaven. I mean, it's going to be, this sword is going to blood all over it. Go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
It's going to come down upon Idumea. All these weapons, all these nuclear weapons the nation is making. And this sword, the Lord is going to use the white man's own devices, his own nuclear weapons that he made. And that's going to be the Lord's sword that he's going to use to slay Esau with. Just like when you go into the book of Maccabees, when Judas Maccabeus fought with, what was his name, Apollonius' sword. That sword was made especially for Apollonius, but then once Judas Maccabeus got a hold of it, he slew him, took his sword, and he fought with that sword and killed his own people, all throughout his days, up until Judas finally, got killed himself. But he put to death many Edomites.
That's right.
With the sword that they made. Well, that's the same way that the Lord gets down. All of these nuclear weapons that, the white man's done made, he's not even understanding. He's sitting there brandishing a sword for himself.
Yeah, right. Let me get Genesis 27 to compound on that, what he's bringing out. You know what I'm saying? To bring extra, to say more, because the scriptures say he lived by the sword. He lived by the sword. That's how this white man get it. That's his bread and butter. You know what I'm talking about? And also I sent you, if you can pull up your email, I sent you two articles. Let me get Genesis 27 and 39. Go ahead.
Okay. Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39.
Go ahead.
And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Go ahead.
Bless me, even me also, O my father.
Esau, this is the forefather of the white man. This is their great-grandfather, their progenitor, where they get their genes from. That's what people don't understand. That we read about the forefathers because they get their genes and their traits and their characteristics from the former forefathers.
Right.
That's what you don't understand. You ever seen a kid and you see him next to his dad and they got the same mannerism, the same walk, same talk, same style. They doing the same, they both, scratching their beard like this. Or, you know what I'm saying, going like this or something. They're all doing the same thing because they got the same genes. That's why we read about Esau and bring him out. Because he got the same genes of Esau. The white man do. He is Esau.
Right.
So let's get some more.
And he said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Go ahead.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. He's going to end up migrating to different places of the earth. This can't be talking about nobody else but the white man. Who else is living all over the earth? You go to China, there's white people over there. They up the north side of Russia. They up in Australia. They up in South Africa. They up in South America, North America, Central America, Europe, Africa, they damn near everywhere. And Middle East too. They everywhere. Right. That's what the scripture talks. The white man lived, he moved out of his homeland and went everywhere. You don't see Chinese settlements all over the world.
That's right.
You don't see African settlements all over the world. You might be a sprinkle of them in there as visitors and whatnot, but they're not settled all over the world. Keep going.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Go ahead.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
How is the white man going to live?
By thy sword shalt thou live.
How is the white man going to negotiate with countries?
By thy sword shalt thou live.
How is the white man going to clean up Chicago?
By thy sword shalt thou live.
How is the white man going to make America great again?
By thy sword shalt thou live.
That's how the white man going to do all these things. By the sword. See, you got it twisted and think it's his diplomacy. You think the white man's diplomacy is what got him on top. Oh, he's such a good diplomat. He's such a good diplomat. This is how he makes his deals. He says, we're going to have peace. You drop your guns, I drop my guns, we're going to meet up and have a meeting. You go to the meeting without your gun, and he's there with his gun and kills you.
Right.
That's how the white man works.
Yes.
That's how he lives. That's his bread and butter. By the sword. And guess what? What's our sword? Our sword is his Bible. The scriptures say in the book of Hebrews, the word of the Lord is a two-edged sword, cutting the dividing of the soul and spirit.
Right.
That's our sword. So we can't drop our sword. You see what I'm saying? Because the white man sure is never going to drop his. Right? That's what he's going to do with these bombs of World War III. We're going to get into the immigration ban that's already started. It already started knocking down Mexicans' doors and kicking them out the country. They are knocking down people's doors and taking people and deporting them back to Mexico. Taking Mexicans, tribe Isupk. It's just like how they did us in slavery.
Right.
You think we was free in the North? We wasn't free in the North. We was on the run in the North. That's all.
That's right.
They knocked down your door while we was in the North and then deport you back into slavery.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
That's exactly what they did. You know, so, you know, you got Mexicans that hate brothers, you know, and talk, you know, want to talk bad about blacks, and then blacks talk bad about Mexicans. We ready to find out that we in the same boat. That's what's ready to happen. And, you know, and by the grace of the Lord, this will be the thing that's going to bring us together to where we'll be able to squash this. You know, once the king of Babylon is purged out of the equation, then we can come together. The stick of Judah and Ephraim should be mended together then.